everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what? Today I got an order in. It's been a while. I mean, okay, so I still don't have my Severin order in, which I'm waiting for. It should be here hopefully tomorrow. But today, so Kino Lorber is having was having the Lazy, Crazy, Hazy Summer Sale or something like some kind of sale to that effect. And I went over there to see what they have. They also have like the going, once they're gone sale going on right now. Which I might have to go back and look and see if I can find anything from that sale. Just because. But, so this was the Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Summer Sale. And I grabbed as much stuff as I could from there. A lot of it is Redemption films. Redemption is a sub-label to Kino Lorber. They put out the Pete Walker collection. They put out, Virgin Witch, the Jess Franco vampire films. And I got 6 Redemption films and then 3 Kino Lorber classic films. So let's start with here's the box. Yeah. I already opened the box. This is the invoice. 9 movies on here. A lot of them, I was surprised. It's like the price on one of them, it's you'll know the title when you see it, but on Killer Barbies, it was regularly $35, and I got it for $12. The average price was about $10 a movie. When I figured this all out, it's like $10 and a little bit more than a quarter per movie, somewhere in there. So we'll put the invoice over there, and we will start at this end, because these are all, at the back end of this, these are all the Redemption films. So I put them in numerical order because they have a number on the side. As you can see, this is the Asphyx. This is a movie I've been wanting to get forever. When I first started, I'm trying to think how I'd say this. When I first started looking up stuff on Amazon, this was on VHS, and this was on my wish list when it was on VHS. I'd never gotten this movie. I finally got this movie, so looking forward to watching The Asphyx, which is a really cool movie. Trying to think of his name. Can't think of his name right now. His name is Robert Powell. Oh no, that's the son. Robert Stevens. Robert Stevens has this contraption that captured the Asphyx, which is a Greek deity. Yeah, it's the Greek god of the dead, something like that. And so he wants to figure out a way to where he can make himself immortal now that he's captured it. And this is a cool movie. Next is Jess Franco's Oasis of the Zombies. So here's the funny thing. I wound up buying 6 Redemption films, and 3 of them ended up being Jess Franco films. I got nothing against Jess Franco. I just didn't plan on it being 3 of them being Jess Franco films. I was just kind of like grabbing the Redemption films that I could to, it just so happens that 3 of them were Jess Franco. It was just funny to me. So Oasis of the Zombies, this takes place during, I think it's more supposed to be like the 1980s or 1990s, somewhere in there. But this group of kids finds out that there was lost Nazi gold out in the middle of the desert, and it's being protected by zombies. Jess Franco, this is an okay movie, but Jess Franco had a tendency to use a lot of stock footage in this movie, so not everything that's in this he shot. So looking forward to watching this again. Next is Jess Franco. That's right. This is Jess Franco's The Awful Dr. Orloff. This was, I think, his first movie, and this was more of a gothic British style movie. I haven't seen this, and this actually comes with two versions. It's got the French version, which is uncensored and has more sexual stuff in it, or erotica, I guess I should say. And the U.S. version, which is a little bit more censored for its time, because this came out in 1962. So Americans weren't ready for boobs in 1962. You know? But yeah, another Jess Franco movie. Looking forward to seeing this one because I think I've seen the American version. I don't think I've ever seen the unreleased French version. In this one, you can watch it with the English dubbed, or you could watch it in French with the English subtitles. I'll probably watch it with the English subtitles, just because I don't mind doing it that way. Next is a Paul Naschy film. So we go from Robert Stevens to Jess Franco, now to Paul Naschy. Paul Naschy is a director, but writer, and he's an actor. But in this one, he's just basically an actor because this is not a Paul Naschy. This is a Paul Naschy starring film, but it's not a Paul Naschy film. It's a Juan Fortuny film. This I never seen this. It's known as Crimson and the Man with the Severed Head. So it's got two titles. It's got two versions on this again. The standard 89-minute version and the complete, more sexually explicit 98-minute version. So, there you go. I've never seen this. This was another one of those ones that was on my Amazon wish list for the longest time. I never saw the price really go down to like where I'm like, oh, I'm going to jump on that. But when I saw it for the price that I got it for, which, you know, I think it was like $9.99 or $8.99, I jumped on it. Next is, and we left Jess Franco, and now we're back to, or we left Paul Naschy, now we're back to Jess Franco, and so here we are, Killer Barbies. Again, I've never seen this movie. This sounds like one of those really cool films, but there's a band called in the movie. There's a band called the Killer Barbies, and they get stranded at a castle. Damn, could not think of the word. And basically, they're being let's see what it says here. Euro horror master Jess Franco pays homage to the classic cinema in this revisionist old dark house thriller. A van load of kids are stranded in a hilltop castle and become unwittingly victims of an immortal, sex-crazed countess. That's right. It's basically the what's her name? The lady that used to like drink blood and bathe in blood to stay young. It's that story mixed with the old dark house. It looks really cool. So is this just one newly restored Spanish soundtrack with optional English subtitles? Cool. English language soundtrack? Cool. French language soundtrack? Cool. And I think it only has one version of the movie, but I'm fine with that. Killer Barbies. Next is, this just sounds interesting. I'm more of a Euro horror fan than anything. I like my British horror. I like my Italian horror. You guys all know that. French horror. I do like some Asian horror, but this is Asian horror, and it's called Miss Zombie. And I know it says a film by Sabu. That's supposed to mean something, but I have no idea who Sabu is. If you guys know who Sabu is, leave a comment down below. Tell me about it. I mean, what's this guy really known for? So I could check out his other stuff. But Miss Zombie. So when the Teramato family received their new domestic servant, Sarah, they were provided with special instructions. Do not feed her meat. It may turn her feral. And use the enclosed pistol as to dispatch it. if there is a threat of bodily harm. So, So begins the ultra-dark comedy by Japanese co-director Sabu. The fearful neighbors treat the disfigured servant as a monster, even as the family comes to trust and accept her. So it kind of reminds me of Fido. It kind of reminds me of Gremlins, in a way. But yeah, I saw this and I thought that sounds really, really cool. So, Sabu, filmed by Sabu, Miss Zombie, and that is number 53 on the side. Just Franco's Killer Barbies was number 52. Crimson was number 48. The Awful Dr. Orloff was number 34. Oasis of the Zombies was number 21. And The Aspects is number 8. And I have other ones. I have like the Pete Walker collections, both of them. I have not the Jess Franco, the Gene Roland stuff. So it's going to start looking really cool when I see all the spines and numbers up on the wall. Now, those were the redemption films from Kino. These are the Kino classics. So we got Astro Zombies, a Ted V. Michaels film. I've really liked the stuff I've seen of his, Dollhouse, Corpse Grinders, And so I figured I'd go with this. And this is supposed to be like one of the worst films ever, but I don't care. I like Ted V. Michael films just because he seems to have a fun job of making these low-budget movies that are just fun. This is written by Wayne Rogers, the guy that played Trapper John McIntyre on the TV series of MASH. It's got Wendell Corey in it, John Carradine, David, Robert, and Keith Carradine's father, along with Martha Plimpton's grandfather, and many, many other Carradines. It's got Tom Pace, Joanne Patrick, Rafael Campos, Tutra Santana, I don't know how to say that last name, Joseph Hoover, and Victor Izay, I think is what his name is. But still, looking forward to watching this just because I've liked the other Ted V. Michael stuff. Next we have one of two movies I got to have John Saxon in it. Cannibal Apocalypse. Remember seeing this as a kid. Liked it. It was known as something else when I saw it though. What was it? There was like a bunch of names that this movie went by. No, I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but yeah. So Vietnam buddies get back together and you find out that when they were in Vietnam they indulged in cannibalism, and that cannibalism has caused them to pass some kind of like cannibalism virus amongst people. It's a virus movie basically. How cool is that in these day and ages? And then last but not least, Nightmare Beach. This is the alternate cover. I'll put the other cover up here for you. The only three that have alternate covers are Cannibal Apocalypse, Nightmare Beach, and Astro Zombies. And I like the alternate work here on Nightmare Beach better than the original. But yeah, another John Saxon film. And now when I saw this in the theater, this I do remember. It was not known as Nightmare Beach. It was known as, oh my God, what the hell was it? It was, no, I don't think that's this movie. I want to say it was Welcome to Spring Break, but I don't think that's right. I think that's another movie. But yeah, so another John Saxon movie. I actually ordered all this stuff, like, I think it was the day John Saxon died. So there you go. That's my Kino Lorber pickup. 9 movies. If you want me to talk about any of this stuff or review any of this stuff, please just put it down in the comments down below. Always like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm always saying comment, because I want to know what you have to say. When you do subscribe, hit that bell, bing that bell, ring that bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I put something new up. As always, I am the 13th Wolfman. I'm going to go sit down and watch some movies, but I'm going to go on the prowl.